Hi, it's T. Carlson here. Anytime is a good time for Batman. So anytime there's classic Batman media given a home video release, I'm always eager to go back and explore. And this time around, I'm looking at a set that is a series I'd never even actually watched before, despite it having been around for over 50 years. Just released on Blu-ray, this is Filmation's The Adventures of Batman. This originally aired as part of a Batman-Superman hour back in the day, although this set only consists of the Batman segments from said show. I'm going to unbox this release and I'll share my opinions. I do like this art. Nice close-up of Batman there doing what he does best. There's our spine text on the slipcover. Back cover's got a nice shot of Batman and Robin there together. Summary of the show, list of episodes, legalese and credits. On the cover there's also a nice 100th anniversary sticker from Warner Brothers. And I want to clarify, that's the 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers, not of Batman. We'll take off the slipcover now. Underneath, basically the same artwork. Inside the package, we just have two discs. Disc 1 has Batman on it, Disc 2 has Robin. Sadly, no art back there. I don't know why they didn't just use a plain black case if that was going to be the case. I mean, I don't see why they do transparent cases if they're not going to do any artwork and just have a plain white sleeve there, but either way, it is what it is. And I'll read the summary of the show as follows from the package. A Caped Crusader classic comes home. Get ready to swing into action with this 2-disc Blu-ray collection of classic crime fighting fun. Revered by cartoon fans and originally produced by Filmation Studios, these 34 exciting adventures feature the voice talents of animation veterans Olin Soule as Batman and Casey Kasem as Robin. Join the dynamic duo as they take the fight to criminals all across Gotham City. And what a cast of criminals it is! From foiling the Joker's many twisted plans to keeping Catwoman, the Riddler, and the Penguin behind bars, Batman and Robin won't have a moment to spare. So keep an eye out for the Bat Signal, hone those detective skills, and join the Caped Crusaders in this timeless must-have collection. Like I said, I'd never seen this show prior to picking this set up, and I have to say, it has not aged well. The 1960s live-action series that starred the likes of Adam West and Burt Ward was certainly divisive for its campy tone, and this seems to be a thinly veiled attempt to try to recapture that lightning in a bottle. Unfortunately, it simply does not succeed. The voice actors here just have none of the charisma of their live-action counterparts. Campy as the 60s live-action show was, it was energetic, fast-paced, frantic, and it always kept your attention. Here we're subjected to mediocre voice acting and a whole lot of recycled animation. Filmation productions were infamously cheap and recycled a lot of animation to the point that I wonder how much original animation for the show was actually done and how many times each segment was repeated with a fresh coat of paint. This is just not that good of a show, it pains me to say. I've only watched about 3 episodes in this set so far, and those 3 episodes weren't too terribly far removed from one another. Now, the individual half-hour blocks in this set each have 2 episodes. One is a longer one that clocks in at around 14 minutes. The other one is a shorter segment that clocks in at around 7 minutes. So I believe this works out to roughly 17 full episodes or 34 individual segments. The show, unfortunately, doesn't have the big rogues gallery that the live-action 60s show did, so you're pretty much subject to the same few villains over and over again. Veteran actor Ted Knight, probably best known for playing Judge Smales in the 1980 comedy Caddyshack, voices a lot of the characters, villains, and side characters as well, so he certainly has his work cut out for him here, and I think he does the best he can with what he does, having to divide himself across so many different roles. And again, Casey Kasem voices Robin, the famed radio personality. A year later, he'd start voicing the character Shaggy on Scooby-Doo, a role that he would play for many, many decades up until his death in the 2010s. The one shining light of this set is the picture quality is actually very good. It was obviously made on the cheap with a lot of recycled animation, but at the same time, that probably meant that it wasn't too terribly difficult to remaster. And I have to say, overall, this is actually a very good-looking release. Say what you will about the series itself, these Blu-ray discs actually look pretty solid. Sadly, there are no bonus features included, not even any sort of inserts. It would have been nice to see sort of a flashback to what happened when the show was being made, because I'm sure there were some interesting stories to be told. I have to say, in the long run, I can really only recommend this release to the most diehard of Batman fans, like the completist types. There are many great animated Batman shows that have been made over the several decade period that the character has existed. This, unfortunately, is not one of them. It's made on the cheap, it recycles animation, it repeats the same rogues gallery over and over again, it lacks the charisma and energy of its live-action 60s counterpart. There's just more working against this series than working in its favor, so I'm going to say tread with caution. This is one of those where you might want to watch a few episodes online before you decide to buy the show. But if you do decide to buy it, it does have pretty solid video quality, so at least thumbs up in that department. What is your opinion on the adventures of Batman? Do you think this is a great show from the prime of the Caped Crusader? Do you think it's one of the Dark Knight's exploits that would have been best left forgotten? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.